All right. Okay, hello, whoever is watching, welcome. Trying to find the position for you to see the Sri Yantra the best. Okay, I think it's fine. If I hold it, yeah, it's gonna be better like this. Okay, as long as it doesn't fall, because if it falls, it's gonna be dangerous. Okay, so today's live is meditating with me with Sri Yantra. For whoever is new here in the channel, Sri Yantra, it's a sacred representation of divine, of everything that is in the world, created and not created, because this representation can transcend you through duality. Duality means that the manifested and not manifested. Okay. So there are few ways you can place the Sri Yantra. It can be the bindu, the central dot here is where you're supposed to enter into trance state by looking in there. Now you can see the triangle is around this middle dot is pointing upwards. So it means one thing. And you can also place the Sri Yantra where the triangle is pointing downwards. And this is how it means another thing. There is no right and wrong. The traditional way to use the Sri Yantra is with the triangle downwards. This traditional way, you are dedicating your devotion and praising to the Shakti, which is the feminine of this universe, the feminine energy. So when you want to manifest something, bring wealth, prosperity to your life, this is how you're supposed to place the Sri Yantra with the main triangle downwards. An easy way to remember this is remembering how our soul comes to our body from the top chakra, from the up, down, all the way to the root chakra. So our soul enters our body from up to down. The direction is downwards. This is how we are manifested into this physical world from the soul, from the astral. So if we want to manifest something in this physical world ourselves, we place the triangle downwards. Now, in my situation, I want to ascend, okay? I want to meditate in the dissolution of this physical. I want to learn how to not just manifest, but unmanifest, because there are different teachings that happen in those cases. And if you want to ascend and leave this physical world at your will, let's say those monks that they do meditations and they train to how to leave their bodies and how to die as per their will, that means that you're reversing the direction from down to up. You are going up. So the triangle has to be facing up. Okay, so I've been meditating a lot with the triangle downwards. Everything has to be in a balance. So now in this session, it's going to be a meditation with the triangle up. Also, it's going to be benefiting for you to meditate on this ascension form, because we are all too much into manifestation and we forget where we come from. So if we are meditating on the bindu, on this position for the ascension, you are also opening yourself to information from the cosmos to come your way. You are getting there, you're going up. Okay. But again, this is a sacred tool, representation of divine that goes through and beyond duality. When it goes something beyond duality, it means that there are no rights and wrongs. So place it however you want it. It doesn't even have to be at the same height in your eyes. Sometimes when I've been stuck in my spiritual journey in my with Sri Yantra, I would just literally hang myself upside down and I would look at this come from upside down. So there are no rights and wrongs. You can also look at it from up. It's going to be different things. Like every single time you look at Sri Yantra from different perspectives and positions, it's a different things that come in your brain. Yeah, because your subconscious is from different perspective looking at it. Okay. So what we're going to be doing today is Sri Yantra Tratak, which is with open eyes. I have a Sri Yantra right in front of me, so I can see it either through screen here. I'm going to be starting like that. But if you see me switching that way, it's because I have another Sri Yantra here right in front of me. But so if you have a printed Sri Yantra somewhere in your wall or a picture form, it's better if you look at it directly rather than through screens. But again, if you don't have, this is also valid. Okay, you can just look in the screen. Few ways. I'm gonna be chanting the main mantra of the Sri Yantra. When I put it up, I lose my progress in last placing. What do you mean you put it up? Up in the wall or the main triangle up? Triangle up. Okay. If you put the triangle up, it may mean that you lose progress. It may mean two things, okay? It mean one, there is certain resistance to progress. So you should face that resistance. There is something about you. Is it because of your energy is not prepared yet for ascension, or is it because of something else? Yeah, think of it, okay? But anyways, if you prefer, if it works for you with a triangle downwards, do it with a triangle downwards. The thing is that both ways are important. They give you different teachings and different downloads of information. So I'm going to be chanting the mantra 9 times, the Sri Yantra, one of the most powerful mantras. And initially I do it 9 times, but if I get deeper, I may do it 18 times. Nine, it's because of is the ultimate number 9, okay? Completion number. So I do 9 or 18 or 27. I will chant that mantra and I do that with open eyes, but you can do it with closed eyes. You don't have to be maintaining the gaze with the bindu. You can maintain the gaze with the bindu and then close your eyes and visualize it with your closed eyes and hold it there. Okay, or you can be with me all this time with open eyes while I chant the mantra. After the mantra chanting is done, I will just be doing Om chanting, and then I may close my eyes and go inwards. So it's your window to also do however you feel best. You either chant with me or not, just keep flowing, okay? The whole point is that you enter into trance state. There are no thoughts in your mind, and try to, if you chant the mantra with me, usually you will start seeing it moving already. Depending on your progress, you will start seeing it moving from the first repetition of the mantra chanting or from the 10th repetition of the mantra chanting. But understand as well while you're chanting the mantra or while you're holding the gaze that the movement of the Sri Yantra, the activation, the starting of the Sri Yantra flower of life, it's depending on your control gaze. So you can be tensing your gaze on the bindu or releasing the gaze. So it's a play between tension and release of your own intention through the gaze, through your gaze towards the bindu of the Sri Yantra. So there is different points, like let's say I tense and I release. Okay, the Shriyan, the bindu is there, but you can be more controlling in the bindu, like if you are there, and usually it's static, the Sri Yantra. And then the moment you let that dot go, that's the moment where everything starts moving. Okay, so if you're a beginner into this, the moment that you start letting it go and things start moving, your conscious mind is still not asleep, and it's gonna be like, oh no, this is impossible, how a 2D picture can be moving, and then you are back again and nothing is moving. So you need to pass that moment. It may twitch a little bit and then back again, but it means that you are controlling, releasing a little bit, and back into controlling with the bindu. So you need to learn with progress. It goes, it's through progress, it's part of the process, okay? But the whole main goal is that it starts moving. The moment it starts moving, or you start seeing symbols coming out. Remember those symbols. Write them down in the end, okay? Because everything means something. Nice to meet you. It was printed in my third eye, then it disappeared when put it up. Okay. Yeah, nice to meet you as well, Angelo. Fine. So I'm gonna show you how I start. Usually, I invoke Agni by chanting Agni mantra 9 times. You can do it with me. Om Agni Devaya Namaha. 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 I usually place it right under the Sri Yantra, but because the flame gets too strong for the camera, I'm just gonna place it here. Why I do it through Agni? You can do it with whatever elemental, but Agni, the element of fire, it has this characteristic. Each element has its own characteristic, but the fire has the characteristic of transmutation. From fire in the physical, it gets into fumes, which is energy, right? So it has this core personality of transformation. So if I want to start praying to the divine, meditating, praising, devoting myself to the divine, I need a bridge between the physical realm where I am and the realm where all the gods are, and where I'm trying to bring something from, or if I want to go to that realm. So the elemental of fire is the one that has the bridge characteristic, the bridge from this realm to the realm of gods. And it also, when I invoke Agni, I say thank you for cleansing this whole space, for burning whatever is harmful. And I set the intention, and then I put the intention of bridging to the gods divine. And that's how I usually start with the Agni. And then, of course, I turn on the incense with the flame previously activated from Agni. So if you don't do your meditations with incense, it's okay, but I choose to do it with incense because when you enter into trance state of mind and you have one scent on the background, Next time, it's easier for your mind to enter into trance state if you have that scent on the background. So you can also play with that, with different scents. Okay, let's say you want to have a meditation on ascending, put one type of scent. And if you want to have a meditation on manifestation, then use another type of scent. And next time, you don't even have to wait, let's say 10 minutes or 20 minutes to enter into trance. You put that incense on and you enter into trance way much faster. Okay. So I just put it here in this incense holder that we did. These are the conches that I picked up from Barcelona Beach. They're really beautiful. I still have to paint this, but I'm already using it because it has our energy. Okay. So again, stare in the middle bindu dot. If you have a Sri Yantra yourself, stare there. Otherwise, through screen, it's totally okay. We are gonna chant the mantra. You flow your own way. Okay. Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasidar Prasidar Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namah. Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasidar Prasidar Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namah. Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasidar Prasidar Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namah. Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasidar Prasidar Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namah. Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasidar Prasidar Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namah. Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं कमले कमलाले प्रसीद प्रसीद ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं महालक्ष्मी नमः Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasida Prasida Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasida Prasida Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasida Prasida Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasida Prasida Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasida Prasida Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namaha. Okay, we slowly come back to our bodies, to our breath. We maintain the slowness of our minds. The non-attachment of any thoughts or emotions. We slowly release the bindu, just as how we release the breath. We take this divine within us and we bow to the divine in everywhere. Oh. Phew. It's 5:30 already. Okay, it's so weird to look at the screen after meditating. Whew. Okay, so I hope whoever was here was able to get into some trance state. Um, I wanted to share with you the dreams that I had because I started having like visions. And one of my, I don't know if I mentioned before, but like last week, I had a huge dream that I'm in the vast space in the cosmos. And there was like a huge, I'm all shaking right now, coming back to Earth, to this body. Okay, I was in cosmos and there was like a goddess, huge goddess, holding Earth on her hand and taking that Earth towards a black hole, you know, black hole that has like this energy of swallowing. And the goddess, she was like depicted in electric form, like purple and blue. And I'm gonna take a blanket. Okay. So that felt like a lot of vertigo. And then, like in the same week, I had a huge dream with Saturn. And that was like a vision on how I think it was the Satyug, right? It was Satyug, I think. There are this, like, our whole humanity has a cycle, and there is Satyug, Dwapar Yug, Tretayug, and Kali Yug, and they say that we are finishing the Kali Yug, right? And this is a cycle of humanity that goes around the central sun, but it's not our sun. It's like a bigger type of a sun, cosmic sun. So if this cosmos, this humanity, this consciousness, human consciousness is closer to this cosmic sun, we are in Satyug, we are in the golden age. The farther we are from that cosmic sun, the more mind pollution, the more wars, the more lower frequency consciousness is experiencing itself. Okay, and everything is part of the process. So I had a dream of the golden age, um, where Saturn, because they say that the cosmic sun, there are, they say, some say that it's Saturn. That's the cosmic sun. And Saturn is not always the way of a planet with its ring, it changes forms as well. So in that golden age, I saw Saturn like it's huge right next to me, and it's there on Earth. Like I am on Earth on the ground, and it's like totally normal to have a huge Saturn right there. There was no sun, but it's light. And yeah, and it's been shown to me how the golden age finished, how it's been shown to me on myself. Like I experienced how the golden age finished. I saw that, and I had an emotion that I wanted to share with somebody, and I wasn't able to put it in words. It was like weird emotion, spark of uncomfortable emotion that I had within me. And I tried to express myself to one person, and this person didn't let me express myself. And it was already like misunderstanding happening. And and then I understood, like, that was the beginning of the fall of the golden age, the moment that we are started having it begins in our minds, right? There is an emotion that we are unable to first detach, second put it proper thought on it, like process it properly, and third, we don't even need to speak it, right? Because the higher civilizations, they don't speak language, it's more telepathic. But yeah, I experienced the fall of the golden age, and I saw like how it's drifting away, Saturn, the sun. Oh, that was intense. And then last night I had another dream. That dream, I've been taking to a huge pyramid, and I know that I have to go. I know there's like whoever practices getting out of their body, mm, and you want to go farther, you're going after wisdom and not after physical life. Your first stop, it's in the whole Samentis. So you need to go to the Pyramid of Giza and go all the way down. Yeah, okay, and meditate there, and you will find masters and all of that. So that's your first stop. So I had a dream, and it's this huge pyramid that me with a certain sound with the Tibetan balls. And then I touched certain place of the stone with intention, and I moved it, and the pyramid opened suddenly out of a wall. It opened like in a stairs way. uh, yeah, it kind of like showed me how to open walls of pyramids. So that's super cool as well. And then yeah, then after that I had an out of body experience, which I wasn't having because I wasn't having for a while. And that's like a confirmation that I should be getting out there. And yeah, the Sri Yantra that I meditate on has become full of rainbow colors. I love it. Thank you. Oh, nice. You're blessed. Let's talk about how to raise our frequency. So one of my favorite ways to raise my frequency is doing activities that I used to do when I was a child. It's important to have our frequency raised, so we do, our energy is beautiful, okay? And with whomever we interact, we go to the groceries, we go to wash our car, we go to the park, no matter with whom we interact. It doesn't even have to be people, it can be animals, it can be trees, it can be insects, birds. We are with a good energy, we are spreading that energy out, okay? So that's why we need to be with a high frequency. So how do you raise your frequency? Is by doing childhood activities that you used to love and you stopped doing. So engage with those childhood activities. For me, my favorite one is swimming in the beach, in the ocean. I grew up in the Mediterranean Sea, and I used to love just float in the sea. and sky gaze while floating in the water. I miss it so much right now because I'm living in Netherlands and there is no beautiful sea here. But I'm getting out of here. It's not that Netherlands is bad, but not for me. I need the sun. Though today I did a good sun gazing. So yeah, do activities like that and look up. Yeah, either cloud gazing, sky gazing, sun gazing, everything that is looking up will raise your frequency. Okay, of course, I'm gonna mention as well, raising your frequency is through diet. So depending what diet you have, the more alive things you eat, the higher the frequency you are, the more processed you eat and dead ingredients you have, the lower your frequency is. Okay. So obviously, I'm not saying that you should be vegetarian, vegan, but just everybody has its own choice. Okay. But if you eat meat, just take in mind that you may need to like bless that food better or make it like more in a ceremonial way, that you are taking that um, characteristics from that food, that you are blessing also the consciousness that was there, you are praying to it, grateful for that. Okay, and not, of course, the main problem of society, that we are overeating. um, yeah, sometimes I start overeating sugar as well. So I understand that. Anyway, sugar lowers your frequency apart from aging you. So that's not good. But I mean, what is life without this kind of things, right? Okay, another thing that I do to raise my frequency is to wear the triple stones. So this one I use for meditation, but this is the one that I use for wearing on me. So it's a combination of three stones, okay? In the ring is the amethyst, clear quartz, and rose quartz. Same thing here. We have clear quartz, rose quartz, and amethyst. This is the sacred trinity in the form of stones. We have everywhere sacred trinities, right? And in stones, the sacred trinity heals you automatically. So any imbalance that you're having in yourself, um, any pain you're having somewhere, if you just put on these three stones on you, and on top of that, if you meditate with those stones, you are gonna be healed. Like, it's very, very, very powerful. Even more powerful if you do it under the sun. Okay. And of course, roses. Roses are the highest frequency, one of the highest frequency of the flower. I think I don't know any of the higher frequency than rose. So sometimes when I wanted to get out of my body in the nights to astral project, I place like I wrap rose oil in my heart chakra. Heart chakra is the middle chakra, the center. The center is the one that it's in every dimension. So I kind of like rub it, the rose oil, in this center with an intention of like cleansing, purifying, love energy, and then getting out. Astral projecting becomes, way much safer, like much more beautiful experience. Thank you. Thank for guy. You're beautiful. Thank you. What about moon gazing? It is the most beautiful tratak. Oh yeah. Moon gazing. Moon gazing. Is the moon even real? Like, let's start from there. I used to gaze a lot at the moon when I was growing up, and the moon gives you a lot of creativity. Like, my most creative times of writing songs and poetry was by looking at the moon. But it was also the time of most of kind of melancholy. But I think that's the characteristic of the moon, like this detachment, like not always there, nostalgia, melancholy. That gives you this creativity. Moon gazing is very, very cool, but I am so curious about moon gazing because we always see the same side of the moon, right? How is that possible? Anyways, I'm not able to gaze much at the moon here because it's always cloudy in the nights here in the Netherlands. But when I was living in Spain, I used to moon gaze much more than sun gaze. I started sun gazing here in the Netherlands. Moon gaze is also very cool. If you are pretty much masculine and too much straightforward and too much energy, then gazing at the moon will do good for you. You will be much more calmer and embrace the feminine energy, right? Okay, and now let's quickly talk about things that lower your frequency. Obviously, everything that is processed, dead in a way, all the sugars, all of that lower your frequency a lot. Everything that is made in a lab lowers your frequency. What you wear, the type of clothes lowers your frequency, and it's becoming like such a normal thing, to do exercise with a plastic clothing on when your pores are open because of the sweat, because you're exercising and all this plastic material is getting inside of you. I mean, I'm not even talking about holding our phones, which I think I left it up constantly. Holding our phones, it's not good. It lowers our frequency, and not just our frequency. It it calcifies our pineal gland, the screens, all the screens. And one of the best things that you can do is, if you work a lot through screen or study, or you use a lot of screens, because that's where we live today's world, the best thing for you is to keep the first hour when you wake up without screen and the last hour without screen as well. It did a lot. It does a lot. It does a lot, and also helps your mind. Anyways, another thing that lowers your frequency a lot is alcohol. And this is a good, I mean, let me come back to alcohol a little bit later. Other frequencies that lower your, other things that lower your frequency is low emotions, like emotions of anger, um, being too much drifted away by your emotions and not being able to have a grounding, like getting too much flowing in the emotions and getting lost in there lowers your frequency. Which is an irony, because you're supposed to flow in life, right? And you would be flowing in divine. But divine wants to experience itself. So that's where it works out. Everything makes sense in the end. So anything, watching things like war, killings, things that are drama, this type of music that they put with the news, urgency, all of that lowers your frequency. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now, after saying that, alcohol lowers your frequency, absolutely. I would even say that I think the Muslims were they have the translation of alcohol something like a spirit, or I don't remember quite well, but they have like a translation to a spirit, I think. And it is like that because when you take alcohol, your auric field starts getting more vulnerable and starts, it creates holes in your auric field. So when your auric field, which in a normal human being, healthy human being, is like 2 meters, your auric field, if you consume alcohol, that auric field starts being shortened, weaker. It starts opening holes from where other types of energies that are not that aligned with your type of auric field will start entering into you. Because we are like an egg shape, okay, energy, and we, wherever we walk, by law of attraction, we are going to be interacting with things that are matching our frequency, matching our energy. If we drink alcohol, our energy weaks and gets holes with openings from where other types of energy that we should not be interacting may enter and start interacting with us. Now, again, there is nothing wrong or right, especially when you are already in this progress of spirituality that you are going beyond duality. So sometimes you want to lower your frequency. And sometimes when you try, there are some gods, deities that you offer alcohol to them or you drink alcohol after that, so you open that holes in your auric field, invite that energy to you and have an exchange or get, whatever part of the deal you want to get out of there. So that's when people use this type of things. It doesn't have to be only alcohol. It can be any type of plant medicine. It can be even drugs, lab drugs that you're being opened. Your mind is being opened to other types of energies with you can interact with. Okay, and by that interaction, you grow. You experience more. So consciousness evolves. Hmm. Um, what are the cases where lowering your frequency is beneficial for you? I mean, everything in the end is it's part of the script, so you cannot say that something beneficial or not. Even when something is harming to you, in the end you have to learn through that. So if you're not gonna learn through that in this life, you will learn through that in the next life. Okay. um yeah, but let's say if you have been so much stuck in your spiritual journey, if you're stuck, lowering your frequency helps you. Yeah, touching ground, having some drama in your life, it helps you to restart the spiritual journey. That's why most of the people awakenings happen after somebody pass away, or a big breakup in life, something big happened in their life, touch ground, and that's when they are being more awakened. So lowering your frequency down helps you to touch ground, underground, and then resurface even stronger and, yeah, even more expanded in your spiritual journey. So yeah, that's when you want to lower your frequency. Of course, you can also lower your frequency when you want to work on your shadows. You don't have to have something like that big as somebody passing away, but you may use certain substances, you may start going out with certain people that that are not good for you, so you can start seeing in through these interactions what are the things of you that you don't like or that you should be working with. You are facing your shadows, so that's the you need to lower your frequency in order to work with your shadows and to process, progress, evolve further. So again, there is nothing wrong and right in the end, in the eyes of the God. Of course, there are atrocious things happening in the world. I'm not talking about those things. I'm not going to mention those things even. Um, Always act from your heart. And it's the first time I see you streaming, but I know I see you before. You're in somewhere in my memory. Oh, nice. That's in the Sri Yantra. Probably we met through Bindu. Okay, I think it's time for me to leave because, yeah, I was supposed to be connecting at 5, but I was already like, I'm doing a fasting today, so I only had watermelon today because eating fruits, oops, things are flying. Eating fruits raises your frequency a lot, especially fruits and nuts and honey. So I only had watermelon today, and I was like feeling by the midday already like, yeah, I need to sit down for a meditation. And now I'm gonna get out, like I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna go now, like seriously. Like, oh, by the way, I don't know if you have noticed, it takes time when you're chanting the mantra to align your breath with the mantra, right? Not from the very beginning because you are speaking, you just sit down. Like it takes a little bit time to adjust your energy with a meditative state, adjust the mantra with the meditative state and your energy. So that's why 9 times chanting, it's usually not enough, because 9 times chanting mantra is the time that you take to adjust your breathing, your energy to a meditative state. Ideally, you come into a point where the mantra you can chant with one breath. So inhale, chant the whole mantra with the exhale. And then I like to keep quiet, resting. And then again, inhale, I chant the whole mantra in the exhalation and rest. And over time, After you exhale the whole mantra, you're resting without oxygen. It's the dissolution moment. It's when you don't have any oxygen within you, when you are more dissolved and more sensitive to what is happening around you. Uh, Dissolution means expansion. Okay. It depends from where you look at it. So over time, that moment of dissolution, those seconds where you don't have any oxygen in your body, will start becoming longer and longer. The more deeper in trance you are, the longer time you can stay in a state, in a breathless state. So if you, there are certain things that Sri Yantra shows through breathless states. So if you are reaching the state where you are feeling that, oh, it's been a while I didn't take a breath on, which usually for me takes like 40 minutes. Yeah, on a normal day, maybe on a day that I like 40 minutes. That's the moment where you can like literally open your eyes and gaze at the bindu if it's next to you and see what is happening. Because breathless states with Sri Yantra, it's a big chapter. I speak about it in the book. It's 555. Okay, you speak about aura. Can you see aura? Answer me. Of course, I'm gonna answer you if I want to. Kidding. Um, you speak about aura. Yes, seeing auras. I wasn't born like that. I wasn't born seeing auras, okay? Which means that if you don't see auras, you can train yourself and see auras. Two options that work very good for you to train to see auras is one, sun gazing, and two, Sri Yantra. I started seeing auras thanks to Sri Yantra. But some people, many people who don't do Sri Yantra Tratak, they do with the other light generator, which is a sun in this physical world. Our sun is another light generator. So any light generators will awaken your pineal gland and train you into see auras. Seeing auras, it's actually developing a different type of vision. I think next Monday is coming out. I'm putting out a video on different types of visions. There are 4 types of visions. You're right now watching this video and using one type of vision. You're seeing me through the screen. This is one type of vision. When you are doing Sri Yantra Tratak, and you start getting more sensitivity between the control and release of the bindu, that's when you start discovering that there are different types of visions, different types of view. So seeing auras is between the second and the third type of view. Once you master the second type of view and getting into the third type of view, you can see auras. And it's like a little switch it's in your eyes, in your intention, and in your brain. It's a little tiny, like binoculars. You like this and attune it, and then you see the energies. Yeah, that's how you train it. Sri Yantra teaches you that, sun gazing as well. You don't have to go through any type of exercise, just staring at the Sri Yantra or staring at the sun. And over time, you collect those hours. Just collect. It's a game, collection game. And eventually you will start seeing much more colors. Seeing auras means that you see more colors than a human person does, normal human person. Once I started seeing, like, it starts with seeing much more colors than there are there. And then candle tratak also works, by the way. I have a candle here. If you don't have access to the sun because it's always cloudy and you don't want to meditate with the Sri Yantra because you are tickis-mickeys, candle in the night. So initially, if you're new at candle gazing, candle tratak, you only look at the candle flame and you may only see the candle flame. In the night, if you look at it better to do that in the night, you see the candle flame and everything around you gets dark. So nothing else you see. Mind you, in the night, one candle lights the whole room. So once everything else becomes dark, that's when you are entering into trance. So you need to keep looking at the candle flame. Okay, this trains you also into seeing auras because you are gonna see the aura of the candle. Okay, in the beginning, you will see everything dark around you and only the candle flame. The more time you spend collect those hours, you will start seeing that the candle, it's not just this color, one color, how you see. You will start seeing seven colors there, like seven, like a rainbow in there. And not only in there, the longer you spend there, you will start seeing that it's not just in the flame itself, it's around. And you will start seeing like an aura around the flame. And the more hours you collect even farther, you will see the farther aura because there are few auras. Like there's the thinner, the closer to the body, and the farther ones. Okay, so you can track your progress easier maybe with a candle flame into seeing auras. No, I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. Okay, guys, I need to get out. I hope this example is gonna be fruitful for you because I just dropped candle. Okay, it's the first time I see answering in the last 2 weeks. You talk. Have you tried to draw the Sri Yantra graphic before? No, but my partner did. I should learn to. I'm not good at drawing, but if you are good, do it because yeah, I cannot even imagine how magical it can be once you finish that whole Sri Yantra. I have it drawn. My partner drawn it for me, drew it for me, and yeah. But I have never. I'm not good at drawing. I am not good at that. I don't like drawing at all. I'm more into music. And Sri Yantra sounds until the Sri Yantra. So you can do, if you have any instrument or not, you can just have your own voice. You can chant, or not chant, just say, just vibrate at this note and enter into trance through that note and see how Sri Yantra responds to that. And another day, you can do, chant this constantly, vibrate that, and enter into trance with Sri Yantra with that tone. And you will see that it's a completely different Sri Yantra response. In this moment, the lights aura are brighter when you're talking about it. Huh. Good. The lights when you're talking about it. I don't understand. Have you tried to in the zone the lights are brighter when you're talking about it? Maybe I don't know because if somebody is passionate about something and their aura is stronger and brighter, so that's why you should be doing things that excite you in life. So if you are excited about drawing or some sport, dancing, singing, you should be doing that to raise your frequency and strengthening your aura. Ah, the candlelight back. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for joining, for watching. I think I'm gonna, go back to my life and further meditate. I'm doing the Lakshmi Puja on Fridays. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. See you next Friday. In 2 Fridays, I think I'm gonna be like in Iceland and it's gonna be a special stream. It's gonna be a little bit more physical, I think. I'm planning something like that. So that's gonna be interesting. And next week, I don't know if you have any suggestion, just let me know. Otherwise, it's gonna be some type of meditation, or maybe I will read some books of Thoth, which is one of my teachers, masters. Or maybe I can just explain all my masters. Yeah, I don't know. I will see. Thank you so much for joining, and divine lights your way. See you next week. Bye.